everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Computer Information Systems at Ozarka College. What I'd like to do today is give you just a kind of a short introduction to this course, kind of tell you what the expectations are and go over the course syllabus with you at least a little bit, just hit the high points of that. And then I'm also going to show you the activities page in my Ozarka where you'll submit your work for this class during the course of the semester. So first thing is, when you first log into my Ozarka and you click on the link to this course, this is the page you're going to see. You'll see this introductory page for the course, and it will have, of course, information about the course at the very top, and then it will have any due dates coming up on the right-hand side, upper right-hand side, and then kind of towards the bottom, there's an announcement section that will show any information that I need to share with the class during the course of the semester. Right now I have a welcome message there. So each time you log into my Ozarka and you access this course page, just make sure you kind of pay attention to the due dates, just to remind yourself of things that are coming up due, and then also look at the announcements and make sure you read that information carefully and let me know if you have any questions about any of that. Okay. So what I want to show you now is the syllabus, and you'll notice there are some links on the left-hand side of the page. These are navigation links that allow you to access different parts of the course website in my Ozarka, and they're all in alphabetical order. And so what we're going to start with is the course syllabus, because that is the document that kind of explains exactly how things will happen during the course of this semester, all the guidelines that we need to follow. All right, so let's go ahead and click on syllabus there. And at the very top of the syllabus, it has information about the course. It has the start and the stop dates and so forth. Then right below that, it has my information. And for those of you that don't already know me, again, my name is Stephen Baltz. I teach business courses on the Mountain View campus and also online. My office is in Mountain View. So probably the best way to contact me if you have a question about this particular course is to use course mail over here on the left-hand side of the page in those navigation links. When you use course mail to send me a message, it will have your name in the message. It will also have the course that it pertains to. And that's going to allow me to more quickly get back to you if you have a question or you have some information that you need to share. I'm going to be able to get that information much in a more timely manner if you use course mail. Now, I do have, and it shows on the course syllabus, my general Ozarka email. But when you send a message that way, I may or may not know what class it pertains to, and I may or may not know which student is sending me the email. So I would much rather you use course mail, and that way I'm going to more effectively be able to get your questions answered in a timely manner that way. Okay. Of course, if you're on the Mountain View campus or you live close to the Mountain View campus and you want to come by and see me in person, feel free to do that. That's perfectly fine. But for most of you, probably course mail is going to be the best way to contact me during the course of the semester. All right. Now, right below the information about me on the syllabus, there are three categories there, three topics that are covered at the very beginning there of the syllabus, and those are course description, rationale, and outcomes. Those are all closely tied together, so I'm going to kind of talk about them all at one time just to save some time. But basically in this class, we're going to be learning about computers, the different types of computers, different components inside a computer, the things that computers can do for us to make us more productive, and all the terminology that goes along with that. And the basic idea is that the more you know about computers and the various terms that go with it, the better you're going to be at being a purchaser of technology devices such as computers and other devices that we'll talk about. So you're going to be able to make more informed decisions on the types of devices that you need to purchase, and also be able to get a better understanding of how those things actually work, so that when you're using these devices in the workplace or at the college, you're going to be able to know enough about those particular devices that you're going to be able to be more productive using those. Okay, so just kind of read through the course description, rationale, and outcomes. Again, those are all closely tied together. I'm just going to let you read through that. Let me know if you have questions. The next item on the syllabus is the textbook, required materials, and it shows a picture there of the textbook. This is what the textbook looks like. I'll just hold it up for you. But basically, just make sure that when you go to purchase your textbook, whether you purchase it in the college bookstore or somewhere else, just make sure you take this information with you, this ISBN number and so forth, or pull it up on your phone when you're getting ready to buy your textbook, and make sure that you verify that you're getting the correct textbook. Okay. Also, make sure that you get your textbook as quickly as possible, preferably during this first week of class. Don't wait until the second or third or fourth week to try to get your textbook, because then you're going to miss several activities that we have planned for the second and third and fourth week. So just make sure you get your book as quickly as possible. If you have any questions about that, just let me know. Of course, since this is an online class, obviously you're going to need a reliable internet connection as well. So if you don't have that at home, you'll have to use the computers on campus to do your work for this class. All right? All right, next section on the syllabus is methods of instruction. I'm just going to let you read through that. I'm not going to read it to you. It's pretty well self-explanatory. Just read through it. If you do have questions, let me know. All right, probably the most important part of the course syllabus is this next part, which is evaluation procedures, because this outlines exactly how I'm going to determine your grade in this course, okay? What is going to comprise your grade. So we've got basically 5 things that are going to be a part of the grade in this class. We've got assignments, discussions, module test, midterm exam, and final exam, okay? And it shows the percentage that each one of those represents as a portion of your final grade. So I'm just going to let you read through that, but definitely take time to read through that evaluation procedure section, because, again, it is probably the most important part of the course syllabus. All right? And just let me know if you have questions. Now, at the very bottom of the evaluation procedure section, I've added something new for this semester, something that the college has been working on, called the Artificial Intelligence or AI Use Policy. And so I want you to carefully read through that. Let me know if you have any questions. The basic idea here is I don't mind at all that you use AI to learn more about the concepts presented in the textbook and in the course. But you don't want to rely on AI so much that you're not doing your own work, okay? So when you submit work for this class, you want to make sure that it's your own work, that you're not just copying from AI or from some other source, all right? Make sure that if you're using those tools, that you take the time to put that information into your own words, okay? And I will be looking for that, and this is something that's closely tied to the academic integrity section on the course syllabus, which I'll talk about more in just a minute, okay? But just read through that. Let me know if you have questions. Next item on the syllabus is the grading scale. Just kind of look through that. That's the standard grading scale that you see in most classes, so it shouldn't be a surprise. Now, The next item is makeup policy. This is also a very important part of the course syllabus that I definitely want you to read through and let me know if you have any questions. Okay? I'm not going to read it to you. It's pretty well self-explanatory. I'm just going to let you read through that, but definitely read through that makeup policy. Make sure you understand it. Okay? All right. The next item is attendance policy. Just kind of read through that as well. All right. Another very important item on the course syllabus that I want you to carefully read through is the academic integrity section. This basically outlines what academic integrity is and the things that students could do to violate that academic integrity policy. So carefully read through it. Let me know if you have questions, and I will be looking closely at any kind of academic integrity violations. And that includes, letting AI do your work for you and just submitting what AI gives you as answers to questions, or just finding items in the textbook that you're copying for your assignments. Just the basic idea here is you want to make sure you're doing your own work. So put the information into your own words on all the activities that we do this semester. The assignments, the discussions, and all the other activities. Make sure you're turning in your own work. Okay? All right. Let's see. The last several items on the course syllabus are just standard items that you're going to see in all your classes. So I'm going to let you read through that on your own. Just let me know if you have questions about it. So this first week of class, I want you to carefully read through the course syllabus, and especially those things that I said were very important to understand. And again, let me know if you have any questions at all. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. All right, but it's important that you understand these guidelines that we're going to need to follow during the course of the semester. All right, so that's the course syllabus. Now, another item that I want to show you today is the activities page in Miles Arca. This is the page that you're going to interact with the most as you go through the semester, okay? Because this is where you're going to find out what activities you need to complete during the semester, and it's going to also allow you to submit those activities, all right? So when you click on the activities link on the navigation links on the left-hand side of the page, you'll notice the activities page is divided into weeks. So we have week 1, which obviously is this first week of the semester that we're on right now. And it goes all the way down. If you scroll down, it goes all the way down to the last week of the semester, which is when we will do our final exam. Okay? So everything's divided into weeks, and you'll have some activities that you'll be working on each week. All right? Now, under week 1, you notice there are 2 items. There's a Getting Started link and an Introduce Yourself link or activity. Let's go ahead and click on the Getting Started activity link there. And this basically, there's nothing to turn in for the Getting Started activity. It's just basically a kind of a central location where I've provided several links that you need to make sure that you look at and work through this first week. So you've got the course syllabus, which I just showed you. So that this is just a link to that same syllabus that I showed you. There's a link to the textbook information there, and then there's also a link to the course schedule. So these are just items that I want you to carefully read through this first week of class, and let me know if you have any questions. Of course, the textbook link is what you'll use to make sure that you're getting the correct textbook for this first week of class. All right? So there's nothing to actually turn in on the Getting Started activity, but you do need to work through those steps as far as reading through the course syllabus and getting your textbook and so forth. All right. Now, the only item that's actually due this first week of class is the Introduce Yourself discussion. So let's click on that. What I've done here is I have introduced myself to the class through a discussion post here, And I want you to read through my information that I'm sharing with the class, and then use the reply button down here to reply with information that you would like to share with the class. Of course, your name, your maybe where you're from, what campus you're taking classes at, your major, maybe some of the classes that you're taking this semester, maybe your hobbies and interests, what you hope to get out of this class. Those are all, things that you can include, just whatever information that you'd like to share with the class. And this is just a way for us to get to know each other a little bit, since we don't see each other face to face, because we're not meeting face to face at a physical location. It's an online class. This is just a way for us to kind of get to know each other a little bit before we actually start working on the textbook activities. All right. And as you reply, I will reply to your post, and then I will also, as we go through the discussion, I will share some more information about myself as well. So just let me know if you have questions about that. As soon as you reply to this discussion, I will again reply to you, and then I will also put your points in for this discussion. It's worth 10 points. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back to activities here. All right. So again, the only thing that you're going to be submitting this first week of class will be the introduce yourself discussion. Okay. Now, the first set of chapter activities from the textbook are due the second week of class, next week. And specifically, they're due Wednesday, August 27th, which is Wednesday of next week. So you've got about a little over a week to be working on those. So again, that's why it's important to go ahead and get your textbook as soon as you can, so that you can get started on these activities. So you've got the Module 1 assignment, test, and discussion all due by Wednesday of next week, August 27th. And then you also have I included a case study down here. That's just a document that goes with the discussion. You'll need to read through the case study to be able to complete the discussion. Okay? All right. So as soon as you get your textbook, start working on those week 2 activities. And like I said, let me know if you have any questions at all. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And other than that, I really am looking forward to teaching this course this semester. I've taught this course many times over the 26 years that I've been here at Ozarka, and I've always enjoyed it, and hopefully you will enjoy it as well. I think you will. So have a great semester, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you.